Hello adventurers, if you're planning to come to Singapore, don't buy any tickets yet because I'm gonna expose the biggest tourist traps that you can avoid. I'm your local Singaporean guide and I will share with you what to do instead so that you can get the most out of your money. Let's begin. First, you might want to see the city in its full glory from above, such as from the Marina Bay Sands Sky Park. Sitting atop the 55th floor, the Sands Sky Park offers a stunning view of the iconic Marina Bay and a bird's eye view of the Gardens by the Bay. It's very impressive, but the entry price alone to this observation deck is $35 per adult, which can feel a little bit overpriced once you realize once you're done sightseeing, that's it. There's nothing else to do. You can try chilling here, but with the sun being this hot, I think you'll be done within 10 minutes. And if you'd like an even worse deal, go to the Singapore Flyer. Actually, the Singapore Flyer is one of the best high points to view the city. You get on the Ferris wheel and you get wheeled up and enjoy an unblocked view of the city. But why I say that it's an even worse deal is because at the price of $40, the Sky Park is still taller than the Singapore Flyer. And the worst thing is, once you're at the top of the Ferris wheel, you only get about 10 minutes at that height before you get wheeled back down. Now, let me share with you how to get more value for your money. Wouldn't it be great if you can enjoy the same view at the same price, but with food and drinks included? Well, then you might like one of the rooftop bars around the bay. The easiest one to book is Lavo. The minimum spend is $30 per person, but you get to take your time to enjoy the view with some food and drinks at the same time. So, if you girl math this, the view is essentially free. Even if you get the outside seats, you still can go out and walk around the deck. To get here, just make an online reservation and turn up at the hotel lobby at Tower 1, which is the tower on the blunt side of MBS. And let the concierge know that you have a reservation at Lavo. Next, simply take the elevator up to level 57 and welcome to Lavo. There's another rooftop bar called Chelavi, but don't bother because not only it's more expensive to go in at $35 per adult, the viewpoints are also not as good. For a similar view, but more affordable, you might want to check out the Super Tree Observatory. Right in the midst of the Gardens by the Bay, there are these artificial trees that are called the super trees, and you can actually climb on top one of them. From the top, you get a fantastic high viewing point where you can take your time to enjoy the view. For non-locals, it's $14 per adult and $10 per children, but you might be able to get it for cheaper if you're buying tickets for the other attractions such as Flower Dome or Cloud Forest. For the most affordable high viewing point of the city, you have to go to the Sky Bridge at the Pinnacle at Duxton. You'll be stepping on the most expensive public housing in Singapore. Each of the units here cost at least $1 million. For a fraction of the housing cost, or $6, you get to enjoy the city view from the 50th floor Sky Bridge. Although you wouldn't be able to see the Marina Bay, the view of the heritage shophouses will make up for it. To get there, just pay for a ticket at the counter, then you can take a lift all the way up to the Sky Bridge. Now, how about a similar view, but absolutely free? I got you, bro. Let's go to the Esplanade. Look out for this building that looks like a durian. Get inside and get up to the 4th floor. We're going up that way to the roof terrace. Follow the path forward and ta-da! You've reached the roof terrace. And look at the crowd. Nobody. The whole place is all yours. Nobody knows about this except you. It's not as high, and the white theatres below is blocking a little bit of your view, but I feel like it's just as magnificent, and you are $35 richer. Or girl math, you profit $35. What? Not good enough? Fine, let me take you to the Gardens by the Bay overpass. It's actually just the bridge connecting the MBS building to the Gardens by the Bay. The fastest way to get there is to take the glass elevator in between Tower 2 and Tower 1. It's a very popular shortcut, so the lift might have some queue, but there's also the stairs. Just get up to level 6, then walk in the direction of Gardens by the Bay. Continue up ahead. At the end of the path, there's a nice viewing point. and enjoy the view at no additional costs. This is also a good spot if you want to watch the free light show, the Garden Rhapsody, from another angle. Another pretty good free viewing point is the Helix Bridge. It's this DNA looking bridge. There are all these viewing points overlooking the Art Science Museum and part of the Marina Bay. And if you tilt a little bit up, you can also see the MBS. And the third tourist trap is Sentosa Island. Would you like to do some bungee jumping, indoor skydiving, visit a theme park with roller coasters, ride a kart down the slope, go under the sea, maybe play at a water park, or meet famous people? Just kidding, they're just wax figures. Well, you can do all that at Sentosa. But honestly, I feel that none of those are unique to Singapore. Especially skydiving and bungee jumping, we're just not known for extreme sports. And I feel that you need to do those at a very scenic area to make it memorable. For example, bungee jump down a very dramatic cliff, or skydive from above a huge and vast mountain range. So actually, if there is a bungee jump down the MBS, that'll be cool. And not to mention, all those activities carry a hefty price tag. If you don't mind the price and you appreciate that everything is conveniently within one island, then Sentosa is great for you. However, if you want to explore Sentosa for what it is at no cost, then let me take you to some of my favorite spots. Fun fact, you have to pay $15 to get up to the observation deck at the bungee jumping area. But if you actually walk 400 meters down the road towards Fort Siloso, you can actually get a viewing deck for free.
What a cute dog! What a cute dog!
You'll find this very tall tower. This is the Siloso Skywalk. Let's go up. If you're here early, take note that the lift only operates from 9 AM to 10 PM. So I have to take the stairs again. Actually, it's a super easy hike. Within 10 minutes, you'll get up. And ta-da! A high viewpoint for free! Not bad, right? Did you know the older name of Sentosa Island was Pulau Belakang Mati? It means the island of death at the back. And before it became a resort island, it was actually a military fortification to defend against naval attacks, which never came to Singapore because the Japanese attacked from the north. Anyway, you can still see some of these olden military fortifications today. The most well-known is Fort Siloso, which is now a museum, so you can visit it anytime. If you walk down the skywalk, you'll actually reach the Fort Siloso Museum. The harder to get to, but closest to its original form, is the Imbiah Fort. If you like hiking through the jungle, this is definitely the fort for you. Here, you can see the remnants of the military fort, and this was actually one of the gun emplacement. Bam! 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 And actually there's another one called Fort Serapong, but it's closed to public, so you can only visit it in a guided tour. Most people will pay $4 to get to Sentosa, but not you, because with this secret, you'll be able to get to Sentosa for free and enjoy a beautiful walk while you're at it. From the Harbourfront station, instead of going up the escalators that brings you to the monorail station, go straight up that direction until you find a glass door exiting to a water body. Once you exit, take a left. That landmass ahead is the Sentosa Island. Continue walking with the water on your right side. 15 minutes walk into that direction, you'll be a stone throw away from the USS, Adventure Cove, and Sea Aquarium. But what if you want to go to the beach? Easy. You only have to pay for the monorail if you take it from the Harbourfront station. So, just board the monorail from the station beside the USS to get to the beach station. And if you're going back out from Sentosa, just take the monorail. It's also free. This boardwalk is actually one of my favorite dating spots. If you come here during sunset, you'll see the sky painted with very beautiful orange hues. Many people also enjoy having picnic along the boardwalk. Next, there's actually a free light show in Sentosa. It's called the Sensoryscape. It's quite a large light installation that can be enjoyed over 1 to 2 hours, and it's especially engaging. Children loves playing with this. So if you're around the area in the evening and you're looking for a dazzling experience, come and check it out. By the way, I have bad news. You know, I keep giving you guys free alternatives so that you spend less money, but I actually make money from affiliate sales. So if you want to support this channel, please leave a like in this video. And if you're gonna make any purchase to book a ticket or book a hotel, please consider using my affiliate link. So thank you very much. And tourist trap number 4, the Orchard Road. Although it's very famous for being the best shopping street in Singapore, most of the malls here carry luxury brands that are available internationally. Any big cities have these shops. It's like if you have a McDonald's at home, would you go to McDonald's in Singapore? The luxury goods are not cheaper here anyway. So if you like a more unique shopping experience, I recommend visiting the Haji Lane, where you can find a lot of local boutiques, or visit this very new mall that's called the New Baru. In fact, it's so new that its name translated becomes New. The New Baru is very special because it only carries Singapore homegrown brands. So you'll definitely get a uniquely Singapore experience. My personal favorite here is the one fattened calf burger. Oh, easily the best burger I've ever eaten. But it's ultra expensive, about $20 just for one burger. Alright, next tourist trap is the Singapore River Cruise. After this point, I think no tour operators will ever want to work with me anymore. Would you like to see all the highlights along the Singapore River and the Marina Bay, such as the Merlion, the Esplanade, the Marina Bay Sands, and Art Science Museum? For the price of $28 per adult, you can do just that from the comfort of a boat. You'll sail down the Singapore River from Clarke Quay to Marina Bay, make one round before going back to the same spot. But what if I tell you that the whole stretch of Singapore River and Marina Bay is super walkable? So you might as well save that $28 and have a lovely walk along the river instead. Before I share with you my favorite routes along the river, let me talk about a similar tourist trap, the duck tour. Do you know why it's called a duck tour? You know, the quack, 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 quack. That's because you'll be going on tour both on land and water, just like how a duck can walk on land and then swim in the water. But for that added novelty and the additional land route, it costs $45 per adult. And the duck tour will bring you along almost similar route to the river cruise. So I don't think it's worth it for the price, hence I cannot recommend. And now, my favorite walking route along the river and Marina Bay. For just the gist of the iconic sites, simply do a circuit around the Marina Bay. This will take you to the Merlion, the Esplanade, very nice viewpoints of the MBS, and a good look of the city skyline. But if you want a more unique perspective of the city, I recommend adding Gardens by the Bay and Marina East as part of your walking route. There's a beautiful spot called the Marina Barrage. This is actually one of Singapore's lifeline. We dam up the whole river so that we can store more fresh water for drinking. So if you just cross the dam to the other side, you get a new perspective of MBS and Gardens by the Bay like you've never seen before. Another easy win is to include the Padang as part of your walking route. This will take you to some of our most historical buildings. From the Merlion, cross under the big road, then you'll find Anderson Bridge. Cross it, then you will see a big open field that we call the Padang. This is where we throw big national events such as the National Day Parade. If you just walk around it, you'll see our old City Hall, which is now the Singapore National Gallery, the St. Andrew's Cathedral, and a World War II memorial that we call the Chopstick Monument. After going one round, you can continue your route at the Esplanade. One downside about this route is that as of 2025, there's a huge section of the Marina Bay that's under renovation. We're actually building a new event space, an even bigger one than before, so you can skip this section for now. back to the Singapore River Cruise and the duck tour, the only time that I recommend taking these tours is if you prefer to just sit down and enjoy the sightseeing, or if you only have 1 hour to see everything. Otherwise, if you have at least 3 hours and you're happy to walk, this route will make you fall in love with my beautiful city, and it's absolutely free. Tourist trap number 7 is the hop on and hop off bus, also known as Ho Ho. For ho ho ho, your money is gone. It's marketed as the easiest way for tourists to get around the most popular spots in the city. But you'll quickly see that it's not what it seems. For $63, you get a day pass that grants you access on 2 bus tours, the city route that covers the Singapore Flyer, Gardens by the Bay, Singapore Art Museum, and the Heritage route that covers Little India, Kampong Glam, Chinatown. But if you look at the map after paying this price, you'll feel very scammed. Yup, most of the destinations that's part of the stops are very near to each other. So near that they are very walkable. And these areas are actually very nice to walk because you get to spot these nice murals that's all over the heritage streets. Those that are further away are easily covered by the public transportation, which even if you take for the whole day, is still at least $50 cheaper than this Ho Ho. In fact, all of the destinations under Ho Ho are easily reachable via the public transportation. But oh, at least the Ho Ho gives you unlimited rides, right? Well, yeah, they are unlimited, but you better be quick because they only run from 9:30 to 5:30 daily. On the other hand, our public buses and trains runs from as early as 5:30 a.m. all the way to midnight. And the most annoying part for Ho Ho, it's actually harder to navigate than public transportation because the Ho Ho stop points do not appear on Google Maps. So you'll need to rely on their pictorial guide to find out where is the boarding spots. Although most of their stops are using the public transport bus stops, some of the stops are not marked. So good luck finding those. Honestly, if I'm a tourist, I'd rather just use Google Maps to navigate between places via the public transport. I'm a local and I still use Google Maps to get around. So save yourself the $50, just take the public transportation. It's super easy to learn. I actually have a dedicated video just to learn how to take the bus and trains in Singapore. You can watch that later. It's the most affordable way to get around the city. And it's reasonably comfortable, but beware of the unlimited public transportation pass. Tourist trap number 8. The Singapore Tourist Pass. Actually, I start to see a pattern. Whenever they say something is for tourists, you tend to pay the tourist price, but you may not get any additional benefits from paying the premium. Now, for the STP, you get unlimited rides on the buses and trains in Singapore at your choice of 1, 2, or 3 days. At first, it sounds good. Maybe simplify your budgeting, right? But if you compare to our average cost of public transport that you'll spend per day without the pass, you'll see how it's not really a good deal anymore. You'll hardly spend more than $10 per day on the public transport because most of the attractions are very walkable as long as you plan your itinerary well. So maybe the 3 days one can be an okay deal. The one time that I would recommend this STP is if you're already planning to benefit from the other discounts that comes with the pass. For example, an entry ticket to Bird Paradise, Sea Aquarium, or Singapore Flyer. 2 bad deals makes a good deal. Who knows? And congratulations! With this newfound knowledge, you get so much more value out of every dollar that you spend in Singapore. But to get even more value, watch this next video to learn where is the best place to book your accommodations. I'll see you there. And it's raining now.